jumping into this semi-final. If you're just joining us, I'm Go4WoT, and today we've seen some pretty intense tanking action. A few new strategies busted out, some different tanks as well. But right now it is time for the SuperNoobs to take on the Horsemen in Himmelsdorf for this best of three. We've got 5 seconds left on the clock, but let's go ahead and run through the SuperNoobs lineup that they're bringing onto the fields, well, the streets of Himmelsdorf today. Tangaroy is in this AMX 5100, that French Tier 8 auto-loader. They have got a lot of IS-3s as well. Call Me Tenchi's in one, NT-Lock's in one, Ricky's in one, Sunbow's in one, and the last is in an IS-3 as well. We've got Hien in that T37. They're going to be doing battle against the Horsemen, who are bringing one AMX 5100, two AMX 5100s driven by Feluso and Knight of Sidonia. 1, 2, 3, 4 IS3s commanded by Just Rex, Colin 1120, Gorilla, and None. And last but not least, the Tier 6 scout here, Spencer, is going to be in that T37. So let's take a look now and see what Hien sees in his T37 on the southern side of the map right now. It's looking like he's going to be looking over these railway tracks there to one of the many entry points towards the 1-2 line here, which seems to be the entry point that, well, he's not actually going to be able to see the Horsemen coming from. But there we go. They've definitely been spotted now as Hien is actually rotating back. And there we go, knocking down some trees. We see some early shots coming right in, but nothing really hitting just yet. Sunballow does take a shot. He's been dropped down to 73% HP. And even Hien pokes his head out to try and get one down there. But let's flick over to the Horsemen as they try and make this push in. This is going to be a bit of a slow one, so all of the SuperNoobs, all of the defenders should have enough time to rotate. And it's looking like right now the Horsemen, they're pretty content just to wait for the SuperNoobs to maybe try and poke this, maybe try and get a push happening, something like that. But it looks like Hien is actually in a bit of a fight of his own there. Traded 1 for 1 in terms of shots with his opponent Spencer there in their T37s, but nothing really coming out of it so far. Spencer not wanting to commit to that, and for good reason. Tangaroy is in that AMX 5100 looking down the line as well. So right now Sunbow also looking down this this 2 line here, down the railway tracks, seeing if he can get any shots happening. It's not looking like it at the moment. We've also got the last, who's going to be looking down there as well, not able to see too much. So right now the Horsemen, they're yeah, I mean the jig's up a little bit. They are all spotted out, and oh, that's a big shot. Knight of Sidonia needs to get out of there quick, smart. I'm not too sure what hit him there, but IS3 from Sunbow apparently. Great shot there from Sunbow, but Knight of Sidonia now no longer has a repair kit. Should be able to make do without one for now. In the meantime, we are seeing some rotations coming in from the Horsemen. 2 of their heavies heading up, maybe they're heading up the banana, down the 8 line there, down the 7-8 line, from the looks of things. But so far a very cautious battle that's being played here between these two teams. No one really committing to much just yet, as we are seeing Gorilla here in this IS3. Still looking around the place, not going to be able to find anything just yet though. We've got None and Co pushing up this banana. They're not going to be spotted there, so SuperNoobs do not have anyone looking down that D line, and that could be crucial for the Horsemen right here, as they've also got that AMX 5100 Knight of Sidonia, I think it is, pushing. Oh no, that's going to be Feluso pushing down the hill on towards that 2 flags. So now the Horsemen have 2 different attack routes, and SuperNoobs going to have to defend up on both of those, with Feluso just edging himself in towards the 2 flag cap zone. And here we are actually seeing a T37 off right here between Hien and his opponent Spencer. Spencer looks like he's coming out worse for wear on that one. 198 HP. Hien still on 230, so Looking not too good there for Spencer, but oh no, there we go. Hien actually just misses one, and that's going to cost him. Goes down to Spencer. Spencer's still living. In the meantime, though, we're seeing some more shots flying out. The last is on 15%, getting some more shots, but that's going to be Knight of Sidonia with that AMX 5100 taking him out. And we can see right here, it is a brawl on the 2 flags. SuperNoobs, they're getting themselves on towards the flag. They have managed to stop the cap, but at what cost? 2 IS-3s here, already gone down. One more, sure to follow. Yes, it is. NT Lock goes down. Call me Tenchi there with his IS-3 on 100% HP. He's getting rammed from behind. Not looking good. Dropped down to 51%. Drivers down, tracks down, and Tenchi is going to be down in a short period of time as well. So the SuperNoobs, this defense is not working out for them. Call me Tenchi finally falls. Tangaroy coming back up, but he really cannot do much. Sunbow as well. 31% HP with this IS-3. And that base cap is going to be put into effect right there. The Horsemen, really, that was a very, very convincing attack. And a very smart bit of play as well. You know, they wanted to try and go for something down the railroads. You know, they recognised early on that the SuperNoobs were perfectly set up to defend them, so they didn't commit to it. They broke out. They, you know, sent those couple of tanks down the banana, and well, look at that. The scoreboard tells the tale with Faluso up the top, 1.95 thousand damage. Knight of Sidonia following in close suit with the SuperNoobs. Well, Sunbow definitely got a lot of shots out there. With 1.9k as well, but not quite the same. So the Horsemen going to be taking that one out against the SuperNoobs, and now they are going to be moving on towards the defense. And I think the Horsemen, you know, they're definitely an aggressive and attacking sort of team. So definitely favours them, I think. But right now, it's looking like we're going to be getting some more tank picks in. Let's take a look at those. Change sides and begin picks. And it is going to be the Horsemen to pick first up. Really wouldn't be expecting a great deal of difference here in terms of the picks. You know, everything probably seeing some fairly standard stuff. Lots of IS-3s, maybe an AMX 5100 or two, maybe a T32, but even the T32 a little bit seems to have kind of fallen off the radar, which I think it works extremely well against some of the kind of newer teams, but once you get up into this level, you know, the difference between a T32 and an IS-3 is, I mean, often not worth going for the T32 instead of the IS-3, and that's exactly what we're seeing. So even on a map like Himmelsdorf, which is a map built for T32s in many little holes, particularly on the defensive side. So right now, it's going to be getting some picks in. Let's take a look at what they are for both these teams. We've got 2 IS-3s picked first up for both sides. And what else? We've got $5,100 and a T37 picked for the SuperNoobs. Horsemen picking an IS-3 and a T37. And we've got an AMX. Oh, no, already said that. Yes, AMX 5100 T37. Okay, so yeah, nothing out of the ordinary here. But I feel as though the Horsemen, they're going to be coming into this one feeling pretty confident after, you know, only losing, I think it was 2 tanks in that last round there against, you know, one of the top teams in the competition. So right now though, Horsemen still thinking about what they want to pick up. Nothing just yet. we've got another couple of tanks. So the Horsemen going to be going with the AMX 5100 and an IS-3 for the next couple of picks. The SuperNoobs going with a 5100 and an IS-3. So overall, looking well, overall looking pretty standard, as has to be said there. And I think we've got just one more tank. Yeah, just one more tank to pick left from both sides, and we'll be ready to jump into this one. So what else? You've got RHM for last. Ah, good. Leaving the best till last. So the Horsemen are going to be locking in that RHM Borsig Waffenträger. Or however you pronounce that. And they're going to be going with that one. Hopefully this time, I'm going to be assuming it's Nunn playing it, but hopefully Nunn is actually able to hit some shots this time for his sake. And, you know, I want to see some big shots. I want to see him load up the 150 mil, get some big 750 damage shots out onto his opponents. So hopefully that happens, but let everyone know that we are ready, and the spectator slot as well. And I actually do like it on the defensive side. With the way that the Horsemen play, definitely does work. And on a map like this, where you can go with the 15 centimeter, you can pop out, boom, 750 damage. Maybe take, like, you know, one shot or whatever, but the point is, every time the RHM pops out and trades, you trade 750 damage for maybe 400 of an IS-3. So definitely something that the SuperNoobs will have to keep in mind. That is if Nunn can actually hit his shots. But right now, you've got 25 seconds left on the clock for SuperNoobs to roll out from. And I don't know, I mean, they could send a couple up the hill. I mean, they've got a very, very stock standard lineup. AMX, you know, could send one AMX up the hill. I think we've seen either them or definitely another team do that before, where they just put the one AMX up the hill, maybe a T-37 up there as well to help spot. And yep, look at that, called it. NT-Lock is going to be going up the hill there, getting some shots. You know, you can often get on towards that kind of E8, F8 area there, overlooking kind of the one flag, the railroad tracks, and, you know, empty a clip out there of the AMX's autoloader if any of the opposing tanks get out of position. In the meantime, though, it's looking like the rest of the SuperNoobs lineup going to be heading up the banana, or at least heading towards there. But well, I'll tell you what, Spencer in his T-37. Ooh, that was a big sounding shot right there. But Spencer is going to be able to proxy spot anyone that comes through there. And oh, he's got to be careful right there, as Call Me Tenchi was actually spotted out for a moment. Now, will he actually try and go for the kill? There's a shot coming into Call Me Tenchi. Dropped down to 73% HP. But I want to take a look at Nunn here in this RHM. He is positioned perfectly to try and get a shot across onto any of these tanks as they are crossing. And with an RHM, it's going to be a big shot as well. So hopefully he can show us that. But right now, you know, right now the SuperNoobs, they've been spotted out. They know, the Horsemen know that most of the SuperNoobs, well, at least a couple of the SuperNoobs, are going to be going up that banana. In fact, they did actually spot them when Hien came out. So they know that lots of the SuperNoobs are on the banana right now. They know where they're going to be coming in, and it's going to be looking good. There we go. There's the shot that we wanted. 968 damage taken in less than a second for Call Me Tenchi. And that's why you picked the RHM. That is an insane amount of alpha damage coming out right there from the Horsemen, and the last is going to be going down. Sorry, the last is going to be taking down Spencer, but Horsemen not going to be worrying about a petty little tier 7. A petty little tier 6 T37 when Call Me Tenchi's just been obliterated, wiped from the face of the earth with almost 1,000 volley coming in from just 2 shots. That's the power of the RHM, and well, I want to actually take a look at None again, as he's going to be bailing it. Doesn't want to race a shot on the T37 maybe, but right now as well going to be just turning around, getting back up. Maybe he did actually miss a shot. So Ricky in the meantime, we can actually flick over to NT Lock. No, Tangaroy. No, no one. As we are going to be seeing a bit of a brawl erupting in the streets right here. That IS3 is caught out. The SuperNoobs going to be pummeling down on that one, as I think that's, well, we're about to find out who it is, because that's going to be Knight of Sidonia going down. Tangaroy taking him down, as we see another big 750 damage shot landing onto the last IS3, and he is going to be hurting after that one. And we can see right here the Horsemen, I mean, they are one up at the moment in terms of tier 8s. Actually, no, they are one up in terms of tier 8s at the moment, but they have just lost just Rex, so the SuperNoobs evening up the score a little bit. They are going to be getting themselves on towards the flag now as well. So, and look at that, None taking down NT Log. He's on fire this round with the RHM. We can see the last, though, he's been dropped down to 14% right here. Not looking too good. Faluso takes out Sunbow. Let's jump into third-person mode to follow the rest of this battle out, as we see the battle of the IS3s. Actually, this could go either way. Oh, the last misses, but we see a ricochet coming in now as well from his opponent. It's not going to matter, though. The last finally goes down. None is on fire with the RHM BT, disposing of Hien, taking down that T37. And now only Tang is left in his AMX 5100. I mean, if he's actually reloaded, we can... Oh, no, even if he's reloaded, it's not going to work out for him. He's going to be able to take out... Oh, no, misses the shot on the IS3. It's not going to matter, though. Does manage to take him down. But Tang there. There's only so much one auto-loader's clip can do. And when you're effectively one shot away from death, oh, please, None. Come on, get this one. I want to see a bit of borsig action to finish off Tangaroy. And yes, from behind, there we go, comes in. Look at that. And the Horsemen take out the second map, and the best of 3 advancing onto the grand final there. What a way to do it. And I think I have a feeling that this team score is going to be disgustingly in favour of None. Look at that. I want to see more. I want to see more of the Borsig. That's how you play it. Textbook right there. 3,364 damage. Absolutely perfect map to do it on. The defensive side of Himmelsdorf. 6 shots out of 6 hits. So he's well and truly made up for his earlier little mistakes there as well with that tank. So obviously going to be very, very happy about that one. So that is going to mean that we're going to be going into the next match, which is the 3rd place final up next. So guys, do not go anywhere. That one's going to be coming up right after this. The 3rd place final of the ESL Asia Go4WoT Cup number 17, I should say. Stay tuned.